Yo, 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 what is going on? It is your boy Skywalker the Jedi back at y'all with another one. I'm super excited to be bringing this collaboration to you guys today. This has been something that I've been thinking about doing for quite some time, and I'm so excited and so glad to be able to put this on for you guys today. We got a bunch of special guests in the building, right? We want to get to that in 1 second. I just want to get through some housekeeping first, as you guys already know. But I'm already chomping at the bit to get started with this conversation. So I want to say much love to Steel Nation, the Cool Table family, and the Mikey verse. Right, y'all could be anywhere else in the world right now, but you're here with us, and I appreciate it. We all appreciate you. I do want to take this time out to send my condolences and thoughts and prayers out to the big homie, the general of Seal Nation, Seal Abdul. He is in Kentucky, where they're part of a power outage that is affecting over 70,000 people. So you guys want to make sure that you're sending your thoughts and prayers to over to the big homie Seal, and that you tapping in, making sure that he's feeling good, and just send him some of that positive energy, right? So let's get through this housekeeping real quick, and then we'll get to the panel. As you guys already know, we're on the road to 1K, right? Hopefully we'll get there by the end of the year. That is my goal. Mikey Sutton is swearing that I'm about to be there way before that, but my New Year's resolution was to hit 1K this year. So for sure, make sure that you guys are subscribed, liking the content, sharing it out, and all that good stuff. Usually, I would get into like all of my hashtag sales VSJL stuff, but first I want to bring out the Trinity, right? And I want to get you guys' takes on how excited you are for this stream and having this crossover before we bring everybody else out. How are you guys feeling today?
Hi.
Hello, hello.
Fantastic.
There we go. There we go. Everybody feeling
Man,
good?
I'm feeling good, man. I almost wish we had like a combination of like the JLU music mixed in with like the,
Oh, man, right.
Crew at Warpath. That shit would be fire. We're gonna work on that in the future though, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
For sure.
Something that's not gonna get
For-
copyright struck. You know?
Right, yeah. Because hopefully this is not going to be the last time that I will have this special panel kind of meet up. I'm thinking hopefully we can check in like every once in a while. But I do want to kind of give them a bit of a entrance, right? Because the Trinity from south of the border, if you're here in the US, right, they've been putting in mad work, I mean, hashtagging, making sure they're following the rules of engagement, right? They've been hosting Twitter spaces. We went over there as much as we possibly could, right? I mean, they've been having translators going, like, it's been very special. And honestly, like every time that I've linked up with them, be it in a space or whatever, like it's always been super dope. Like I've always felt super dope afterwards, always felt charged up. And that's why it was important for me to kind of get them on into the panel. So without any further ado, we got the homies, El Calavero, CC, and Lobo on the stream. Yo, what's going on, people? Right? How y'all feeling today?
Hey.
Vas,
Calavero, yo todavía no. Un saludo pues a toda la bandita de Estados Unidos que nos invitaron en esta tarde. Thank you very much, Sky, Snyder Queen, and the new geeks.
Yeah, y'all been putting in mad work, yo. Lot of work, and it's been dope every time that I've had a conversation with you guys. And so I thought it was important to get you guys on the stream, right? Because it's just been super special. So we are gonna be having CC do a lot of translation for our Spanish speaking audience tonight, right? So that's gonna be super dope too, because she's been doing such a fantastic job on all these spaces. And so we wanted to make sure that she was here to give you guys that same experience, right?
Thank you very much. Cici is the teacher, the English teacher.
It's my teacher. In fact, it's my teacher.
The maestra. Is the maestra.
Yeah, I tried to talk to in English and they didn't answer. So, yeah, it's a work in progress.
Work in progress for sure. So I will be allowing CC time, or everyone will, for her to kind of be able to translate. And so, this will be very exciting. CC, you can go ahead and start doing your thing, and then after that, we'll start getting into you guys' background with Zack Snyder.
Okay. Muy buenas tardes a todos. Es un gusto que ustedes estén con nosotros. Aquí estamos con el grupo de Estados Unidos y también el grupo de Knights que fue iniciado en México y estamos aquí para todos ustedes.
Cheers. Okay.
For sure, yo. We got a packed house in the building tonight. I want to start with you, El Calavero, because you've been a part of Seal Nation for like quite some time. And you've been putting in mad work, yo. I've always been seeing you in the chats and out there on Twitter. And once I got to start having conversations with you, I just gained a whole newfound respect. So you want to talk about some of your history, like with Seal Nation and with the Zack Snyder movement in general?
Calavero, quiero iniciar contigo porque tú has sido una gran parte del grupo de Seal Nation desde hace algún tiempo y quiero conversar contigo de cómo ha sido este camino para ti.
Okay. Ask me. Bueno, a ver, voy a tratar de resumir rápidamente el proceso que he llevado yo en esta etapa. Inicialmente, sí, como dice el buen Sky, iniciamos conociéndonos en el grupo de Seal Nation, la curiosidad por saber sobre el proceso del fandom en toda esta cuestión, cuando venía Henry Cavill como Superman en Black Adam, el propio Seal y Mickey que estaban dando algo de información, y lo que veía yo en español es que en realidad había muy pocos que le ponían atención a este tema. Entonces pues tomé la bandera de tratar de llevar esa información al español y de ahí arrancó. Entonces ahora la cercanía con Seal, con Sky, con Snyder Queen pues ha sido muy buena en los últimos meses.
Para empezar con tu pregunta, como tú dices, Seal, iniciamos en el grupo de Seal Nation con el fandom bien. To start, Seal, like you were, Sky, how you were saying, we started in the group with Seal Nation and the fandom. We started looking at Superman and the Black Adam and waiting for any news from Mikey and all that excitement. But I was able to see that there was very little attention placed by the Spanish-speaking community. So from there, we started trying to bring them all together.
Oh my God, that's super dope, right? And it kind of sounds almost like you and I have like a similar path, because when I first started on YouTube, it was because I kind of felt that there was like a hole that hadn't been filled in terms of like Seal Nation and kind of just making content, because Seal and Mikey were the only ones saying what they were saying, and I felt like it was important to kind of give them some backup. So it's funny because you almost kind of did the same thing, so to speak.
Y eso es genial porque suena como que como que siempre hemos tenido el mismo camino. Seal y Mikey, ellos eran los únicos diciendo este tipo de cosas y ellos han necesitado nuestro apoyo.
Como nosotros, ahora somos los únicos que estamos peleando. Hay Hay
Pues nos
gente
dejaron
que,
solitos.
hay gente que tenía fama, que hay influencers en inglés, en español, que en un principio utilizaron el nombre del Snyder Cut para poder hacer seguidores, para poder generar vistas en sus canales, y ahora no están apoyando, e incluso nos tachan de locos, de ridículos.
Um,
Pero mira.
it's como no, it is like what happened with us. We saw a lot of influencers and a lot of people supporting the Snyder Cut, but now even the influencers, they are not here. They are not supporting, and they're just gone.
Yeah, it's true. There's definitely been like a hole kind of felt, or a hole that has kind of happened since Henry Cavill has announced that he was out. That was a pretty devastating day for the entire fandom, I'm sure.
Exactly.
And y sí, es cierto, es muy cierto, hay un vacío desde que Henry Cavill anunció su retirada.
Right. I wanted to ask you next, CC, that same question, right? When did you kind of get involved with the Zack Snyder fandom and El Calavero and like being a part of like this whole movement and all that stuff?
For me, you see, I opened my Twitter waiting for the hype for the Dune movie to start, but I have actually been a fan of Henry Cavill for a very long time. So I start getting into the I started getting the information and start following, and that's how I found the fandom. Actually, I found Seal already following a couple of people more, and following Seal, following the spaces, because I was like, I was looking for my people, to say it like that. I was looking for my people. I was looking for my tribe. So I went into one space, and then I came back to the same space, and that's how I found Calavero in the spaces. And I was like really excited, because it was like finding my people. To me, this has been, even when I wasn't involved in the same way, to me it was like a family. That to me was like, yeah, here we fight until the last tooth, because here we're family. So that was even before March 18th. After March 18th, I got really more involved, because you could feel it. Even if it is online, you just could feel it. The excitement, the fight. So that's how I got more involved. Trying to get into listening more to really what they were saying, not only the tweets that I was looking at. And I had to start. I started listening to Seal for quite a while before I even had the nerve to ask for the word in a space. So it was fun. It was fun to get into the exciting parts, because the way Seal and Mikey, they talk about all of this, they really bring the hope. They really make you feel the excitement that they have themselves for all of it.
Now she is the international relationships manager.
Yeah.
Yo, for sure, right? Hey, she worked her way up though, I'm sure. You know what I'm saying? She's been putting that work in.
Not much.
You understand why, no?
Yo.
Her English is perfect. Mine is so awful. I try to support my translations from the Your Info and Seal Info and Mickey's Info. I try to translate with the support of Cici. Cici, it's my right hand in the English terms.
Hey, hay un fan de Slipknot ahí.
¿A dónde? Slipknot fan.
Yeah. Hold me a sec.
I was just about to say, Lobo said that he was speaking English like for one of the first times in our space, and I was like, "Yo, man, he did pretty good." You know what I'm saying? So, shouts out to the Warrior Lobo.
For the Slipknot fan.
Hey, hey, I'm sure that my good friend Necron would love that. You know what I'm saying? You shout out to Necron, right?
Necron, sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, our Lobo, Necron, right? Our Lobo.
Right.
Exactly. Yo. Lobo is like Necron. It's more or less like Necron.
Dope. Right, birds of a feather flock together, right? But CC, I wanted you to go ahead and translate pretty much what you were saying to the people before I asked Lobo.
Cuando yo me empecé a involucrar, yo estaba esperando que empezara toda la emoción por la película de Duna, pero que yo ya he sido fan de Henry Cavill por mucho tiempo. Yo ya lo conocía desde hace mucho tiempo, entonces yo venía prácticamente siguiéndolo a él. Entre todo lo que, esperando que saliera la película, qué noticias habían, encontré el fandom por Snyder, por el corte de Snyder, y empecé a involucrarme. Antes de que dieran el está bien para la película, empecé a ver los tweets, a apoyar con los hashtags, y después de eso empecé a escuchar a Steel y a Mikey, entonces empecé a involucrarme un poco más y a conocer un poco más de las personas, pero que estaba buscando un grupo, no un grupo, pero al menos una familia, algo que fuera más cercano. Entonces empecé a involucrarme un poco más en los spaces, ya fueran en español o en inglés, pero que encontré un grupo en español que lo pude escuchar primero un rato por la hora, después regresé la siguiente vez que tuviera un grupo, y así fue como encontré a Calavero. Entonces él hizo su propio espacio y yo sí me conecté con ellos y empecé a comentar con ellos y empecé a conocerlos un poco mejor. Entonces que me encontré mi familia aquí adentro de Twitter y todo esto, encontré mi familia.
Yeah.
Right. Yo, I'm sure that Calavero, his heart just warmed up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I want to ask Lobo that same question. And then after Lobo goes, I'm gonna let the rest of the Trinity ask you guys some questions. But first, Lobo, right? How did you kind of get to now? I mean, to where you are now as a Zack Snyder fan, and also like as a person that's been in this movement and partaking with these hashtags.
A ver, sí, tradúceme.
Alrighty.
Porque sí, perdí tantito.
¿Cómo llegaste tú al fandom de Snyder? ¿Cómo te empezaste a involucrar en todo esto?
Bueno, pues mira, yo ya conté una pequeña anécdota, y de hecho yo conocí a Snyder precisamente con Watchmen. Con esa fue la película que yo conocí a Snyder. Pero una vez que me dicen que va a hacer la película del Hombre de Acero, pues dije, le voy a dar la oportunidad, y pues al final de cuentas resultó una absoluta maravilla, ¿verdad? Entonces, ya de ahí pues fue para el real, ¿no? Ya seguí los pasos de Snyder en DC, hasta los problemas que hubo con la película del 2017. Y pues básicamente luché solo en el punto de buscar el Snyder Cut. Me convertí en un fan un poco solitario, vamos a decirle. Sin embargo, la misma lucha por el Snyder Cut pues provoca que te encuentres con más gente que quiere lo mismo que tú. Entonces, de ahí donde nace el grupo de los Knights, y pues de ahí hemos seguido en adelante, todos juntos, ¿no? Algunos se han ido, algunos han llegado. Calavero llegó el año pasado, precisamente, por ahí de mediados, creo que fue mediados, finales de año, creo, por ahí de octubre, septiembre.
Septiembre, octubre.
Y pues ha sido un movimiento muy bonito en ese aspecto, porque, bueno, vaya, también es un movimiento bastante de estar peleando, ¿no? O sea, estar peleando con la gente que no piensa como tú, ¿verdad? O sea, que no está de acuerdo con tu opinión, pero pues, como dice Calavero, igual y soy como Necron, pero yo soy un poquito más reaccionario, más mala leche, vamos a decirle. Porque yo sí tiro a matar en ese aspecto, ¿no? Si alguien me llega a buscar, porque pues usualmente yo no busco el conflicto me busca a mí, y en ese punto es donde yo también me tengo que defender. Ser fan de Snyder pues ha sido un gran reto, ¿no? Porque pues es un, vamos a decirle, es una visión que al menos a mí es una visión que yo sí comparto, que él tiene sobre DC, pero pues, bueno, así es esto, ¿no? Ahora sí.
Bueno,
¿Qué pasa?
Yo ya les he contado, I already have told you a small story about how I came here. I met Snyder's work in Watchmen, and I heard that he was going to make Man of Steel, and he made an absolute marvel of the movie. I followed Snyder into DC, even with the problems of 2017, and I was fighting alone. To get the Snyder Cut, and fighting alone, you find people that has the same fight that you do, and then they start fighting with you. So we started the group of the Knights, and some have gone, some have stayed. Calavero came into the group in the middle of last year, and it has been hard to fight against with the people that thinks different than you. I can be a bit strong when I fight back, but I do. And the vision that Snyder has, it is something that I share into.
For sure. Snyder's vision, man, it's impacted people on like a global scale. People all over the world love Zack Snyder's work. It's not just an American thing. This thing is worldwide, right? You've seen massive amounts of support for Zack's work in like South America and China and all, just like all over the world. And so it's dope being able to link up with you guys that are in a different part of the world that also kind of have the same values and the same passion that we do. So that's what makes this fandom so special, I think.
Yeah, Sky, this fight, it's not only for a vision of a person, it's a passion of the people to the liberty, to the see the characters from the comic in a great screen, like we saw in comics.
Mm-hmm.
And we think that Zack Snyder is the only one until now that he can do it. Nobody else can do it until now. That's the reason that we are fighting for this vision and this passion, because it's the both sides of the fandom. Part to defend the vision of Zack Snyder, and part of the passion to continue with that vision and that the things we like. That is the reason that we are fighting for this. ¿Me ayudas, Sisi?
Yeah. Ok. Estaba diciéndonos que Snyder es una visión que no solo ha impactado un grupo de personas, sino que el impacto que él ha tenido es a gran escala. No es solo que se le conozca en América, sino que se le conoce por todo el mundo. Esto es a nivel mundial. Ha estado en China, ha estado en India, todo el mundo está conociendo su trabajo. Está por todo el mundo y es increíble poder conectarnos entre todos. Calavero nos decía que no es solo por la visión de Snyder, que tenemos pasión acerca, que la gente está apasionada por por esto. Están los caracteres, ya sé, que van a ir a la pantalla grande, pero que vienen de los cómics. Y yo creo que Snyder es la única persona que puede hacer esto, que puede traerlos a la pantalla, y por eso es que seguimos peleando con tanta pasión para poder ver las cosas que queremos y seguimos peleando por esto.
Good.
For sure, for sure. Look, I got done with my first part of the Z questioning. I want the rest of the Trinity to kind of ask you guys some stuff. I don't want to be the one doing all the talking. You know what I'm saying? So Leon and Sammy, if y'all want to go ahead and just chime in.
Yeah, sure. Leon, do
Go
you want to
for
go
it, Sammy.
first? Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't really have a question ready yet.
Don't be shy.
Okay.
Oh, all right. All
Don't
right.
be
Hey, I was
shy.
about to say, right?
I can go while you prepare, if anything.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. And excuse the noise, I'm driving. It's a pleasure to be on the panel with you all. Once again, I know we've rocked out of some spaces, which have been great. I think you guys kind of answered a few questions I had, because it's cool to see how we all have in common when it comes to how we got attached to Zack Snyder as fans and as just viewers of cinema, right? So you guys have answered those questions. I want to know how each of you kind of felt, if you can kind of sum it up in a word, how each of you felt when you heard that Restore the Snyderverse was so close to happening. Like how each of you felt when it was finally revealed that Sil Abdul and Mikey Sutton were in fact correct, that the Snyderverse is going to be restored in some fashion by Pam Abdi and Mike DeLuca. How did you all feel about that?
That's a great question.
Disculpen por el ruido, yo estoy manejando. Tenemos mucho en común y muchas de las preguntas que yo quería hacer ya se contestaron, pero yo sí quiero preguntarles cómo se sintieron de saber que Restore the Snyderverse estuvo tan cerca de nosotros, que Mike DeLuca y Pam Abdi lo tuvieron tan cerca y que no se completó.
Que mi compadre Lobo te diga eso, te conteste eso. ¿Qué sentiste, Lobito, al saber que estábamos tan cerca y que no se pudo?
Bueno, como tú eres con el que platicábamos todo este tema, puedo decir que yo estaba muy emocionado pues cuando me dabas todas las noticias y todo lo demás y así. Pero en el momento en que ya empiezas a hablar del reboot y todo ese rollo, dije, chingue, esto ya valió madre. Dije. O sea, ¿y qué sentí yo? O sea, en el momento en que when Henry Cavill is fired, I'm crying in a live stream. I'm crying. And I made a video with a YouTube song, Stay Far Away Too Close, in fact. I don't know, I'm devastated, honestly. O sea, I don't have words at today. of that. Honestly, no, no lo sé. O sea, tendría yo que decir muchas cosas, pero es cierto. O sea, yo derramé unas mis lágrimas en un en vivo porque pues Henry Cavill es el Superman que yo leí. Henry Cavill is the Superman that I read in my childhood. And that's why it was so painful for me as a fan, as a DC comic book fan. That's the answer. The whole answer.
Okay. Like you said, in the moment that the talk of the reboot started, it was the moment that we knew it. The first moment that the word reboot came out, we knew it, and it was hard. When Cavill announced that he was no longer Superman, it was devastating. I even made a video to say goodbye to him. It was quite devastating. En el momento en que Henry Cavill anunció que ya no era Superman, me sentí devastado. Hice un video. Henry es el Superman que yo leí. Él es el Superman que yo leí en mi niñez y ha sido muy doloroso.
I have to say something about that because I was the communicator to the Spanish people. Some people of that were Lobo, Cici, that they are close to me, and I chat with them with the news from Seal or from Mipki in the, the members videos and Patreon, and I try to seek the information to try to cross the possibilities, no? And when I heard from Steel and from Mickey the word reboot, I don't have the words to give them the news, and I try to make time only with the faith that maybe they are wrong, maybe that don't happen. And past 2 days, and I have to talk to them that the reboot is real, and Lobo crying in the moment and cry again in a live in YouTube. And that is the passion for the characters. That is the passion
100%.
Exactly. It's the passion from the fandom, from real fans. That's the word. This is maybe, but the real fans, it's here in flesh and bones, talking to others, to be faithful, to have faith that we can do it. That is the real fans that not defeat with one news or one bad news like the reboot. We have to make the best until the end, until the maybe the Zack Snyder talked to us and said, I don't want to continue with this, and maybe that will the end. Until now, it isn't.
Yeah, we definitely not at the end. You want to go ahead, CC?
Yeah. Yo tengo que decir algo al respecto de eso. Yo en ese momento yo fui el comunicador para la gente en español y estábamos con Lobo y con Cici. Estábamos chateando también cuando Seal dijo que Seal y Mikey dijeron que en los videos de miembros que iba a haber un reboot. Lo duro que fue para nosotros. También yo incluso me detuve un poco de decirlo así abiertamente, porque tenía la esperanza de que algo cambiara, que algo pasara y algo cambiara. Y cuando lo tuve que decir abiertamente, Lobo lloró también otra vez en el live. Y esta es la pasión de los fans de verdad. Los fans de verdad son los que están compartiendo en carne y hueso y están hablando y están manteniendo la fe. No importa las noticias que nos den, no nos detenemos. Si Zack viniera y nos dijera en algún momento, no, ya no seguimos, yo ya no quiero, eso sería diferente, pero nosotros aquí no perdemos la fe.
For sure, for sure. Sammy, did you have a question that you wanted to ask them before I get started back up again?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that was a very good question from Leon. And I think, yeah, we were all like distraught at that news of Cavill being, let's just say, of Cavill not continuing with WBD, because I know some people get triggered on seeing that he got fired, which he did get fired, but whatever. So, yeah, I just wanted to kind of add on to that question, really, and turn it around a bit and ask what your thoughts are when you heard about the sell Snyderverse to Netflix, sell ZSJL to Netflix movement, and how did it inspire hope back in you again? Essentially, I think, yeah.
That's a good question.
Can I start?
Please, yes, thank you.
Answering the question before, I kind of it was a members stream that still and Mikey were reading a news. They were reading an article from someone, and it was like they were reading it and they were just reading it, and then suddenly they stopped, both of them, and that's how I knew it. And Calavero, I don't know if he remembers, but I was hysterical when I already started talking to Calavero. I was like, that cannot be true. But I knew it. They were reading the news from someone, and they picked it up from there, and it was like from there, their voices changed. And after that, it was just a matter of days to hear the announcement by Cavill, and I still haven't forgiven them for that. Not still Mikey. I haven't forgiven WBD for that. I don't think I'll ever will. When the hashtag Sell the Snyderverse came out, I was like, good, we're not dead. Let's keep going. Good, we're still here. That's pretty much how it was.
CC, real quick.
Shout out to CC.
You sound like a fucking soldier. I love it. You sound like a fucking soldier.
She's a Valkyrie.
She said, good, we're still alive. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? I love that shit.
A Valkyrie. She's a Valkyrie.
Yes.
Yeah,
a Valkyrie. All of that. I love it.
If you see someone crazy in the chats when you guys are doing a live stream screaming war, that's me.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
She needs his helmet.
Yeah, I'm still working on that one. The plan that I had kind of fell through, so I'm working on a new plan. But yeah, I'm still working on that one because the whole thing with the knights is that we all wear our knighthood in our videos. So I'm kind of delayed on getting my own.
In fact, CC is the.
Oh, that's a cool signature. I like that.
CC is the only woman in the Knights, eh? CC is the only.
The only woman.
The only one?
The only woman.
Yeah.
CC in there holding it down, you know what I'm saying?
No, I'm thinking that sometimes they are like they're trying to some of the guys wants to be chill, and I'm like, why are we not fighting?
Right.
Wow.
Show them your fear, CC. Show them your fear.
20, 28, 27 guys and one woman in that group. That's awesome. bro.
Yeah.
Y lo que tienes que oír.
Solo voy a traducirlo. Cuando justo cuando estaba el hype del regreso de Cavill y estaba la entrada de James Gunn y todo ese hype que había, hubo un momento en que habían muchas noticias en páginas y Sil y Mikey en un members video vinieron y ellos estaban leyendo una de esas páginas para poder explicarlo exactamente al fandom. Y llegó un momento en que ellos leyeron un pedazo de página y hasta la manera en que ellos estaban hablando cambió, porque ellos también lo pudieron ver en la página. Entonces, así fue como yo me di cuenta de que algo no estaba como todos estábamos esperando, pero que cambió así de repente. Lo discutimos bastante con Calavero y cuando inició luego después de que salió el anuncio de Cavill y después salió el hashtag de Sell Snyderverse to Netflix, fue
Thanks,
como
Sky.
Thank you, Sky. Fue como que nos dijeran, bueno, señores, la pelea sigue. Aquí no se ha terminado la esperanza, aquí seguimos. Así
The
que
fight
vamos.
continues. The fight continues.
Seguimos con la pelea, no de la misma manera, pero seguimos con la pelea. Aquí estamos todavía.
Right. Yo, this thing is super, super dope. But I do want El Calavero and Lobo to touch on Sammy's question about like how you guys felt when this movement kind of started, and how are you feeling now versus when this thing first kind of got going.
Va, Calavero.
Ok. Mira, te lo voy a decir en español para que sea lo más correcto y ya me ayudas, sí.
Uh-huh.
El movimiento Sell Snyderverse to Netflix es un movimiento que en español ha tenido incluso burlas en contra. Hemos recibido comentarios que nos dicen, a mí en lo personal por lo menos, me han mandado mensajes en Twitter en privado diciéndome ya, deja eso, eres un viejo ridículo, no tienes por qué seguir adelante, ya dejen eso en paz. Más sin embargo, lo que yo he visto es que la gente está entendiendo bien cómo es el movimiento, cómo funciona, que no estamos pidiendo la liberación de algo que ya existe, sino que estamos pidiendo la continuidad de un formato que nos gustó cómo se manejó con Zack Snyder y sobre todo después de ver lo que ha estado saliendo últimamente en el cine de superhéroes. Entonces, con esto, sumarnos a la campaña no fue tan difícil porque en realidad sabemos que el proceso, aunque es complicado, ya pasamos de lo imposible a ¿y qué tal si fuera animado? ¿Y qué tal si no fuera en Netflix? ¿Y qué tal si? Entonces, ahí es donde sentimos que vamos ganando la batalla, porque la gente cada vez se está convenciendo más de que no solamente es posible, sino de que además es justo y es lo que queremos como consumidores.
The movement, Sell the Snyderverse to Netflix. The movement in Spanish has been made fun of in the personal. I have been messaged and addressed to even privately, telling me to stop being a silly old man and to move on. But people is understanding. People is understanding what we're asking for, that we're not asking for something impossible or something that is already made to be released, that we're asking for just the continuity of what we have and seeing what has been in theaters what has been coming out. We're just asking for the continuity. Now, joining the movement wasn't hard. Seeing all of this, and we have seen it that it has gone from it is impossible to what if it's animated, and what if they give us this, what if they give us that. So it is having a life of its own.
For sure, for sure. This thing is definitely taking a life of its own, and it's only become bigger and bigger. Lobo, I'll ask you the same question, sir. Oh, and I don't know if you saw, but Necron said me and the Lobo look like we can party together. You know what I'm saying? 100%. You know what I'm saying?
Metal people.
Right? Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna slip that mask. Let's go.
He already has your mask.
And he made it, eh?
Oh wow!
That's dope.
He can make the mask of Slipknot. That model is only one, but how many masks have you made, Lobo? 3,
Lobito,
4?
¿Cuántas máscaras has hecho?
You can remember.
Oh, wait. I do want to pause real quick. I just got a message from the big homie, Sil, who is out in Kentucky without power right now, but he would like me to send his love to you guys. He said, much love and appreciation to you three. And he is definitely watching as much as he can right now. Absolutely.
He knows things. He knows things.
Recapitulando, just taking it back a little bit. La máscara que de Slipknot la hizo Lobo. Esa máscara, dice Necron, que se ve como que ustedes podrían salir de fiesta juntos. También el aviso que nos estaba dando Sky es que Sil le mandó un mensaje para saludarnos, también para decirnos que él está viendo todo lo que puede y que nos está mandando mucho amor y mucho cariño.
In fact, I have around 10 variants of that mask since ST era, Iowa era, and 0.5 is of this mask. Only one Chris fan. It's that I got.
Son 10 variaciones de esa máscara.
Yeah, 10 variants. It's a lot. In fact, I have a Facebook page, 6Lobo6 in Facebook. You can see that all my work is there.
Y las máscaras también las pueden ver en mi página de Facebook, que es 6Lobo6. En Facebook también pueden ver máscaras que tengo.
The Chrome one, Calavero. The Chrome one. Yeah.
I might need me a little luchador mask, you know what I'm saying? Because I be doing my little Hurricane Ranas, Hey, look, shouts out to you guys, man. You guys are super dope, and having you a part of this thing has been so incredible. And I really just am looking forward to all the things we're going to keep doing in the future. I want to ask you guys, right, because we want to look towards the future a little bit. We have this trending event coming up on 3/18, right? It's the 2-year anniversary of Zack Snyder's Justice League being released. How do you guys feel going into trending day with everything that's been said by like David Zaslav and Peter Safran about how they're willing to sell these IPs, and you're seeing other stuff go over to Netflix that's from DC. Are you guys feeling like energized and activated going into 318?
¿Quién le toca? Te toca a ti,
Déjame traducirlo. Yo les quiero preguntar acerca, bueno, primero yo voy a necesitar mi propia máscara de luchador para cuando hago ejercicios y todo eso. Y es increíble poderlos tener aquí a todos conmigo, pero yo les quiero preguntar, entrando a este evento que tenemos el 18 de marzo, que ya es el segundo aniversario del release del Snyder Cut, ¿cómo se sienten ustedes con respecto a todo lo que se ha dicho, la intención de Zaslav y de Safran acerca de vender IPs y las IPs que ya han sido vendidas a Netflix?
Ok. Bueno, lo primero es que el 18 de marzo es una fecha para nosotros importante porque no solamente tenemos la celebración de la liberación del Snyder Cut, sino que también digamos que podríamos celebrar el nacimiento de una comunidad muy estrecha que precisamente ha estado contra viento y marea, incluso contra el propio estudio, luchando constantemente por este tipo de productos que nos están negando constantemente. Entonces, el 18 de marzo es una celebración importante para los fans, así mismo como para el propio Zack Snyder. ¿Qué pensamos con respecto a lo que ha estado diciendo Zaslav? Pues básicamente que él está respondiendo todas las preguntas. Él, desde el momento en el que está ofreciendo la oportunidad, sabemos que Warner Brothers Discovery está mal económicamente, está mal. Y suena muy loco esto de que no quieran continuar por lo menos en otro lado una visión así, que puede costar, sí, bastantes millones de dólares para la empresa en ingresos. Entonces, mientras el co-CEO, porque yo no lo llamo por su nombre, mientras el co-CEO se encarga de estarnos llamando loquitos o de que lo que estamos haciendo es algo imposible o fuera de lugar, o lo último que dijo, que Netflix no, no le ha llamado o no ha mostrado interés todavía, pues eso demuestra nada más que en realidad hay una resistencia absurda por no buscar que se logre. Entonces, es importante el 18 para continuar con este ruido que estamos haciendo en las redes y que volteen a ver inversionistas, el que sea, ya sea Netflix, ya sea Amazon, ya sea, no sé, el que quiera, Paramount, Universal, Comcast, el que sea, que se anime a llevarse este universo y terminarlo, porque no estamos pidiendo otra cosa más que se termine. Ya si ellos deciden hacer más cosas, pues eso ya es otro tema, pero por lo menos estamos pidiendo que se termine y vemos que es posible, tenemos fe.
Yeah. Perfecto. Sí, sí, estás ahí, sí.
Yes, I am. Bueno, lo primero es que the first thing is that March the 18th is a celebration. It's a very important date, and it's not only for the fight, but it is a celebration. It is a celebration of the birth of a very, very tight community that is fighting constantly, even the studios, but we'll keep the fight constantly. So it is a celebration for the fans. About what Zaslav is saying, well, he's answering the questions. When an opportunity like this is being offered to WBD that is in a bad economical moment, not taking it will make no sense. As long as the CEO, because I'm not going to call a co-CEO, because I'm not going to call him something else, is telling us wacky or that he's saying Netflix hasn't shown any interest, he hasn't received a call, and that is a resistance that makes no sense. And we need to keep the fight. We need to keep making the people that can invest keep looking at us. Anyone that could be Paramount, that could be Universal, anyone, or even Comcast, anyone that wants to invest and wants to take this with them and finish it, we're in. And if they want to do more, that is up to them. But we want them to finish it.
Oh, right. Go ahead.
The man said, yeah.
The man said sell.
That's the answer. That's the answer.
Right.
Not licensed. Sell.
He said, yo, he didn't say license. He didn't say outsource. He didn't say nothing else. He said sell.
The man said sell.
Yeah.
Everything needs to go. That's what he said.
Yeah, absolutely. Lobo, I want to ask you that same question, right? How are you feeling going into 318 trending day with everything that's kind of been being said about our movement? You know, us being called wacky, and then Saffron saying sell, and then Zaslav saying sell, and then DC going over to Netflix with Dead Boy Detectives and stuff. So it's been pretty crazy, but how are you feeling going into Training Day?
Bueno, voy a responder dos preguntas porque no respondí la anterior. Pero mira, lo que yo siento del movimiento Cell es que al menos a mí particularmente, me rescató de un momento de ira tal vez. Y sobre todo también le tengo que agradecer mucho a Calavero, porque él es el que me dice, tranquilízate, haz esto, vámonos por aquí, porque pues esto es cuestión de positivismo. Y yo ya venía bastante encabronado por el co-CEO, porque yo tampoco lo puedo llamar por su nombre. Pero sí tengo que decir que el movimiento a mí me reactivó esa pasión, ¿no? Porque volví, no solamente es pelear en redes, también volví a ver las películas y dije, me tengo que refrescar a mí mismo para ver por qué es por lo que estoy luchando. Así que vi Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, and Zack Snyder Justice League. Wonder Woman también. Y pues aquí encajé de nuevo y dije, pues vamos a seguir esto, vamos a seguir los lineamientos que nos están diciendo. Y pues yo también asimismo le pedí a mucha gente que abandonaran básicamente ese hashtag que es un poquito tóxico, vamos a decirle, que es el ya saben, el FIRE. Porque si queremos mostrar que buscamos un universo a base de positivismo, creo que nos puede servir mucho más. Ya utilizamos la fuerza en algún punto con el restore, con el release, pero creo que ahora es momento de darle otro curso al movimiento. Ahora, ¿cómo me siento ahorita? Pues la verdad me siento bastante motivado para el 18 de marzo. Sigo trabajando con los videos que tengo pendientes porque desgraciadamente no tengo una computadora suficientemente potente para sacarlo rápido, pero aún tengo el video de Revolution is My Name en espera, tengo otro que estoy haciendo y pues la verdad me siento muy bien, me siento muy motivado, o sea, compartir con gente como ustedes, sobre todo con mi compadre Calavero, que casi que siempre está ahí para escucharme, y también ahí está dándome así como que los empujones así de pórtate bien, haz esto, no digas esto, mira, te tengo tal noticia, o sea, básicamente ha sido una relación con mucha gente y con él muy positiva, y la verdad sí estoy esperando el día 18. Y pues realmente no me interesa mucho lo que diga el coseo, ¿no? No me interesa demasiado lo que diga. O sea, si dice que es un movimiento loco, los movimientos locos son los que trascienden este tipo de cosas. Y pues creo que buscamos una conclusión a un arco que nos gustó del universo DC, ¿no? O sea, y sobre todo, Zaslav dijo Cell, ¿no? Lo dijo. Entonces, yeah. Entonces, bueno, ya con eso creo que ya tenemos un piecito dentro de esa posibilidad de apertura, ¿no? Y más con lo que se ha ido de HBO Max a Netflix, creo que pues es cuestión de seguir empujando nada más, seguir empujando y no claudicar, que es lo importante. Sí, ¿me ayudas?
Voy.
CC, like, hold up. CC, like, hold up.
Voy a contestar. I am going to answer 2 questions because I couldn't answer the first one. What I feel about the Zelda Snyderverse is that it rescued me in a moment when I was very, very angry, and talking to Calavero kept me, and the movement calmed me down. I was very angry with the co-CEO, but the movement is reignited that passion, and I saw the movies again, all of them, all over again, and I found myself again into the movement. Also, we started telling a lot of people to stay away from the toxic tag, because if we're going to ask for a universe that is based in positivity, we need to stay away from the toxic tag. I keep the motivation
Absolutely.
going. I keep working on the videos, and I have pending. My computer is not very good, but I still have the video coming up for Revolution is My Name, that I still want to, and I'm glad to be able to share with all of you. And we're keeping the good work. Calavero has been telling us to be good, to keep going. And I've been having relationships with a lot of people. And I don't care too much about what the co-CEO is going to say. Wacky movements are the one that go far. So Zaslav said sell, then we already have a foot on the door. That is what we needed, and we keep pushing, and we don't give up.
Sell.
Yo.
Sell.
Hey.
Listen to the beast.
Sell.
Listen to the beast. Sell.
If you not sell, we rise to hell.
Look, I have to be honest. I'm sitting here listening to you guys, man, and you guys are just inspiring me so much, yo. Each and every one of the questions that you've answered and the way that you've answered it has really just given me personally like a look into why you guys are here and why this means so much to you, right? And the fact that it does mean so much to each and every one of you is why it means so much to me and the rest of the Trinity as well. And we just gonna make sure we try to get this thing as far as we possibly can. What Lobo just said about not bringing toxicity over to like a positive movement is very, very true. And it's been one of the things that has kind of made us different from other movements in the past. And I believe that that's why we're being handled differently from like certain outlets and things like that.
Absolutely.
100%. 100%. You guys are all
increíble.
warriors. CC, you are definitely
Yo,
a
for
queen.
real, like
For
for real.
real.
Mantener esa posibilidad con el movimiento es muy importante porque eso está haciendo que incluso los medios nos estén dando atención de una manera diferente. Entonces sí lo tenemos que mantener positivo. También estoy impresionado, me mueve la manera en que ustedes están contestando las preguntas porque por la pasión que están teniendo con todo esto.
Yeah, that hashtag sell Bowser to Amazon. Yeah,
Right? Yeah.
That's a good hashtag.
Right?
Good hashtag.
Yo.
It's still a secret.
No.
Hey, right?
Well,
That's how
some
Michael
say
B.
that.
Jordan was just asking, hey, because they
Yeah.
him, and he was like, can't you talk about it? You know what I'm saying? But hey, I think that we know that that Valzad probably gonna end up on another platform. You know what I'm saying, and not HBO Max.
Yeah.
You know, Michael B. Jordan is being smart because he knows that if he were Clark Kent,
Yeah.
he will be fighting against the Superman of the people. So if he is going to be Valsod, my best wishes to him. I'm not against it. I don't know if I'll support it or not, but I'm not against it. But he's being very smart if he's not going to be Clark Kent.
Yo,
That I
absolutely.
can tell you.
Absolutely. I did want to say this because I've been a terrible host. I've been having you guys not answer all the questions. Is there anybody that didn't get to answer a question out of you three? Because I've been messing up.
I guess that would be me.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, CC. Go ahead. Yes.
When you asked about the last question about the movement and the hashtags on the March 18th, well, I'm excited. I have to tell you. First of all, it's the anniversary, so it's not a continued
Dos años, right?
date for the 2 años. So it's not another day, another fight. It is the party. It is the anniversary party.
Yeah.
So that is a day that we should be coming together as fandom, like everybody that tweeted something on March the 18th, March the 17th, March the 10th should be coming over and tweeting with us because that's our party, that's our anniversary. And they should really get over it. Is it sell? Is it not sell? We are purists, so if it is not the same storyboards, we don't want it. Everybody should get over it and celebrate it because we did it in less than 5 years. When the Snyder cut, when the Ayer cut is not even out there yet, and we don't know how long that is going to take. So we did it a lot faster, and we should be celebrating that, all of us together.
Yo, could you imagine if we get this thing announced before the haircut is ready? Yo, that'd be wild, right? That'd be wild.
That's the thing that we don't know. I mean, we don't know. I still think that if WBD were smart, they will already have a date for that. And they're not doing it. And what are they thinking? I can tell you what I think about it, but that probably should be stay quiet. But and somebody else put it in words for me in the morning, and I was like, yes, yeah, that's the thought. But I was like, yeah, I think that they should put it in the package with the sell the Snyderverse and just send it to Netflix. Fine.
Yeah, just send it to Netflix, right?
In-house,
absolutely.
send it to Netflix. The thing is, we want to see it. Not in
Now
20 years. We want to see it.
The contract of Zack. I think Netflix is going to renew his contract. I think that.
I think they already did it, probably.
Yeah.
Rebel Moon is going to be December. Rebel Moon
Yes.
va para diciembre. Sí, es cierto.
21st.
Entonces ahí básicamente Snyder puede quedarse sin ningún problema. Es como dijo Calavero alguna vez, o sea, puedes llevarte, o sea, si no llamas al niño a que juegue con los juguetes, entonces dale los juguetes al niño.
Dile eso, sí.
Sí, eso.
Okay. With Snyder's contract contract that is ending in that was going to end in 2 years, it is very likely that they're going to renew him, because Rebel Moon looks crazy, and that is going to be coming up in December. So if the child is not coming over to get the toys, well, give the toys to the child.
Hey, that's a great analogy. Absolutely.
Yeah, so they
Give
would
the toys. Give the toys to the child.
Give the toys.
I agree with Lobo that they want to keep BC in their house, Snyder, BC and happy. So if I were Netflix, I probably already had made a phone call.
Yeah. Sí, de hecho, hay que recordar que Snyder pues incluso hace las películas en el patio de su casa. Dile eso, dile eso.
And we need to remember that Snyder has the capability of even shooting part of his movies in the backyard of his house.
Yeah, facts, yo. Facts. Hey, that's real talk.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Zack Snyder is very limitless. You're absolutely right.
Facts.
And
And
he
there's a
shot
certain cut.
and he actually shot scenes through Zoom when he did the Ezra Miller scene.
Yeah.
He was shooting it through Zoom, and you can't even tell. So it's like, yeah, don't get me started.
That driveway is important because we're fighting for a cut that was filmed in that driveway.
Yeah, Zack Snyder could do that in his backyard and some scenes from Zoom, and they really had to botch that way the mustache. Yeah.
Cheers to Wayne to Carr.
Hey, shout out to Wayne T. Carr, 100%.
Yeah.
Zach's Green Lantern. Zach's John Stewart.
We need that scene of Green Lantern.
Necesitamos la escena de Green Lantern.
We need that emerald cut.
Right here. Oh, for sure. Bats has a comment. He says, "I'm worried what happens if Universal or someone else buys Snyderverse and Zack signs with Netflix. Zack has a first look deal with Netflix, which means that all of his original ideas has to go through them first. It does not mean that he cannot direct other properties. It's just any original ideas that he would have with original characters like Rebel Moon, Army of the Dead, all that type of stuff, that would have to go to Netflix. That is how a first look deal works.
Right. So as of right now, Zack could work with other companies if he wanted to on ideas that aren't original from him.
Let me just translate that. Con la pregunta que habían puesto acerca de qué pasaría si alguien más compra el Snyderverse en lugar de Netflix, si lo comprara Universal o alguna otra compañía, ¿qué pasaría si Snyder está todavía con Netflix? Lo que pasa es que el contrato de Snyder con Netflix es lo que le llaman first look. Eso significa que van a ser primeros, ellos van a tener el derecho de ver primero su trabajo original, así como Rebel Moon, que eso es trabajo original de él. Si a ellos no les gusta, él lo puede ir a hacer a otro lado, pero el Snyderverse no es un trabajo original porque no es una historia que se inventó Snyder, eso está basado en algo más, entonces él puede perfectamente bien dirigirlo, producirlo o hacer el trabajo aunque esté con otra compañía.
Nice.
Right.
Excelente.
For sure, for sure. I want to ask the rest of the Trinity. Did you guys have any questions or comments for Trinity International before we move on to the next topic? Sammy or Leon?
No, not really. Just like you guys are killing it.
Facts, yo.
Like hanging out in your spaces and stuff. You're having to like translate and everything. Just like the work is just next level, and you guys are just absolutely knocking it out of the park. So, huge fan of you guys.
Ustedes
Yeah, I
están
concur with
haciendo,
everything you guys are saying.
ustedes están haciendo muy buen trabajo, hemos estado en sus espacios e incluso nos han ayudado con traducirnos y ustedes están reventándola y ha sido genial.
All right, for sure. Now we all on this panel seem to agree, right, that this thing is possible, right? We're all agreeing that we're in it for the long haul, right? What I wanted to kind of touch on next is this campaign that we just recently launched, Joe. This where did it go? Wait, I just had you there. The t-shirt campaign that we just launched, right? That thing
I want the hoodie. I want the hoodie.
Right. Yes, here we go. Sales DSJL and ink to the people. Right. We have two different colorways of our shirt and hoodie, right? We're gonna show you guys some of this stuff now. This is the white one, right? We got the t-shirts, hoodies, yo. This hoodie is fire, right? Y'all know y'all want that hoodie, right? You know what I'm saying? And then after we dropped the first batch of white shirts and white hoodies, everybody was saying like, yo, where's the black one? Where's the black one? Where's the black one? Well, now we went and we dropped that black one too, right? So we got the black shirts, black hoodies. So whichever ones that you guys would like to pick up, make sure that you head on over to inktothepeople.com/sell the Snyderverse and you copy you a hoodie or a t-shirt, right? How'd you guys feel about, because look, each of the prior campaigns, us doing t-shirts through Ink to the People has always been important. And so we thought that it was important for us to do the same thing and kind of have our own shirts going out as well. How'd you guys feel when you first saw these shirts? And what do you feel about just our movement and our campaign, just having shirts and kind of doing some of these things that the older movements were doing that seemed to work in driving up hype?
¿Cómo se sienten? Bueno, primero, la campaña de marzo 18 ha sido, esto va a ser una campaña grande. Esta campaña también está lanzando camisetas y está lanzando sudaderas. Calavero nos decía que él quiere una sudadera. También esta campaña viene en dos colores. Primero se lanzó en blanco con camisetas y los sudaderos blancos, pero después de que se lanzó el primer grupo, empezaron a preguntarnos por dónde están las de color negro. Entonces también ya están disponibles. Esto está disponible en la página de Ink to the People para que ustedes puedan obtener sus sudaderos y sus camisetas. Las campañas han hecho bastante por ayudar al movimiento. Creemos que le da emoción a los movimientos. ¿Cómo se sienten ustedes al respecto de eso?
Bueno, fíjate que en español, durante el release de Snyder Cut, que fue una campaña similar, igual a través de Ink to the People, hubo mucha gente, sobre todo en Europa, que reaccionó a la campaña y que estuvo adquiriendo sus playeras en ese momento. Yo vi a varios presumirlas. Y en este momento precisamente es lo que a mí me sorprende un poco, que no están reaccionando de la misma manera. Yo por lo pronto ya estoy formadito para ver si me puedo traer. Por eso me detuve, porque me gustó la blanca, pero ahora me está encantando la de color negro. Entonces, qué bueno que me esperé a ver cómo venía la siguiente tanda de estas promocionales y esperar también a ver si va a haber algún diseño nuevo de los fans o ya va a ser el diseño definitivo del estampado que quede en las playeras y en las sudaderas.
Necesitamos esa sudadera, Calavero, para que la
Yo
combines
sí,
con tu...
yo sí,
Para que
mira,
la
yo por
combines
eso
con...
vine de negro.
Para que la combines con tu máscara, para que la combines con tu máscara que te mandé a hacer.
Tiene que ser negra, compadre, tiene que ser negra. La blanca me
Yeah.
gustó, pero tiene que ser negra.
No, de hecho. Pues sí, de hecho, menciónales a Sky, a Snyder y a Leon que le acabo de diseñar su máscara a Calavero, ya para que se va a ver bien chulo enmascarado también. Para que ya no sufra con su máscara de plástico.
Okay. En español nosotros pudimos ver que, well, in Spanish, we could see that when the Snyder Cut was coming out, there was a lot of movement in regards of the shirts and the sweatshirts, mostly with the people from Europe. We even saw people showing it off, showing off their shirts and their T-shirts. I don't know why we are not seeing the same hype right now. I am waiting to I'm sorry. I don't know why they're not reacting the same way. But I am waiting to see. First of all, I was looking at the white ones, but then now I saw the black ones, and I like them too. But I'm still waiting to see if there is going to be any fan-made logo or any fan-made art for the shirts, or if this is going to be definitely the shirts. Lobo was telling us that we need those shirts so we can wear them with our masks, and that he's designing the mask for Calavero, and he wanted you to know that he's designing, he's making the design for his mask, so he's going to have a fighter's mask like he does instead of the plastic one that he uses.
Hey, that's super fucking dope, yo. Super dope. And to answer El Calavero's question, there will be more shirts coming out. We have 3 shirts that we have been planning for the movement. We had the one that we just put out now. We have one that is going to be worked on by an artist, right? And then we have the third one that is going to be the one that we make from the fan contest, right? So we've been receiving fan art for what they want their designs to be. And we're going to pick on 4 finalists for you guys, and then everybody will be able to vote on Twitter. So right now, we're still taking people's entries for that fan design shirt, right? And Sammy, did you have the email that we're asking them to send them to?
Yeah, just give me 1 sec. I'll get it. Some of the submissions that we've received so far are awesome as well. Like some really some really highly detailed designs.
Yeah.
So the competition is heating up, and I'm gonna place the email into chat so that you can have it on the screen.
Real quick though, make sure that you guys are finishing your designs before you send them in though.
Please,
make sure that it is finished. Don't send a work in progress. Make sure it's finished before you send it in.
Because we'll just assume that that's it, you know, and just slap it on a shirt if we like it.
Yo tengo que decir algo. Calavero va a tener que estrenar su su sudadera con su máscara. ¿Quieren ver la máscara?
Sí. Hasta abril.
Do you want to see the design of the new mask of the El Calavero?
An exclusive. An exclusive.
An exclusive, right? Yo, let's see it. Hey, that look hard, yo.
That is only one side.
It's one side because basically the mask makers work so
symmetric.
It's symmetric. So
absolutely.
No
hey, fire, right?
You know, in the Mexican culture, the lucha libre, the wrestling is more popular. Is the most popular. And we are making this project that the nights we have to use mask always in all the directs, all the YouTube videos. And that's the idea, that we have to make a mask. And CC, we have to make her mask like a Valkyrie.
Right? Oh man, that's dope.
Mine needs to have wings.
Hey, that's dope. No, yo, I have been a big Lucha Libre fan for like quite some time, yo. When I used to be younger, I used to watch WCW, and all the luchadors like Rey Mysterio and Psychosis and La Parca and like all those guys back then, yo.
Yeah.
La Parca is
and Juventud Guerrero.
Yeah, that's what Juventud, bro. Like those was my guys back then, bro. La Parca used to have a little chair and he played like a guitar. If you see, I used to love that shit, yo. I used to love it. Absolutely love it.
In fact, this mask was made for a mask maker that worked for Rey Mysterio in Tijuana.
My God, man.
This mask.
The same maker.
Yo, old school Rey Mysterio, yo, is like peak wrestling, yo. Like that guy.
He's the GOAT Lucha Libre. Who's better than him? Who's better?
In fact, in Mexican culture, is the Lucha Libre is the peak of the sports. Behind of the football, soccer.
Behind the football, the soccer.
Yeah.
Just behind the soccer.
But talking of WCW, I'm a big fan of Goldberg. I am.
Oh man, yo, hey, I was too, bro. Like, who's next?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yo.
Hey, I got a quick question for y'all. Are y'all still tapped in and tuned into like Mexican wrestling right now? If so, what do y'all feel about Kenny Omega? I got to know how Mexico feels about Kenny Omega.
Kenny Omega?
Because I know he works with AAA. He works with AAA wrestling with Conan.
Kenny Omega está en AAA ahorita. Se me hace un excelente luchador, Kenny Omega. Pero ahora sí de que es cuestión de que lo dejen ser, porque también aquí hay veces en que como que no explotan el potencial, ¿no? El asunto con AAA a veces es de que juegan mucho con la idea, o sea, casi siempre de la invasión. Y pues creo que Kenny Omega y muchos otros luchadores que vienen de otras partes del mundo a estar en AAA o en el Consejo Mundial, pues como que los enclaustran en eso, ¿no? Como que el villano. Y a mí me gusta ver más cuando son más libres en ese aspecto. Por ejemplo, ha habido muchos luchadores que han venido de Estados Unidos que se quedan aquí y se vuelven ídolos y les gusta la lucha libre como tal y ya prefieren no regresar a veces, ¿no? Y ha pasado no solamente con luchadores estadounidenses, también con luchadores canadienses como el Vampiro. ¿Quién más? No, creo que Marco Corleone es de Estados Unidos.
De Estados Unidos,
canadiense.
Marco Corleone.
Sí. Corleone es de allá. Mark Jindrak is American. Pero pues no sé, o sea, es cuestión ya de cada uno. Ayúdame, sí.
Ok, es cuestión de...
Te
Okay.
pasas con Sisi, oye.
Sí, es que yo...
Solo que tengo que anotar algunas cosas, si no se me pierden.
Okay.
What happened with wrestlers like Kitty Omega is that sometimes they don't let them be. They don't exploit their full potential. A lot of what AAA does is that they play a lot with the idea of the invasion. It kind of puts them in a spot where they're only the villain, and they should let them expand and grow, because there are a lot of wrestlers that they even like to stay. There are a lot of international wrestlers that they like to stay and be able to grow and expand and reach their potential.
Yeah, I see that too, because New Japan does that as well with international stars. Like if you're not Japanese, you're automatically a gaijin, which is a foreigner, and 9 times out of 10, that's how Kenny Omega kind of got his big start in New Japan, being the biggest villain. And that's true. AAA does that as well. That's interesting. Thank you for answering that question.
Kenny Omega is in AEW? Still on.
Oh yeah, he's one of the founding fathers of AEW.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, him and the Young Bucks and Cody before he went back to WWE.
Yeah, the American Nightmare.
Yeah.
Calabell down there watching that history lesson. You know what I'm saying? Right. But hold on.
Sin Havoc. Los Ingobernables de Japón. He knows that. He knows.
Right. Yeah. 1 second. Let me answer a couple questions here. We got Batflex saying y'all dropping one each month. Stay tuned, yo. The series of drops, right? We got some dates in mind, so just make sure that you guys stay tuned and that you're following all of the necessary. Look, like everybody on this profile should already be getting followed. I put all of the Twitter handles down in the description, so make sure that you guys are following each and every person on this panel. Because we will be putting out a lot of pertinent information going forward. This is the email that we are asking that you guys submit your drawings to, right? And we will be picking from there at a later date, and we'll pick the finalists, and you guys will be able to pick the winner, right? And then we'll make sure that we can get that T-shirt done with ink to the people. You know what I'm saying? So there will be 3 shirts. Everybody, 3 shirts and 3 hoodies.
Okay.
Right.
Aquí ya todos deberían ya todos deberían estar siendo seguidos en Twitter para que ustedes puedan ver las últimas noticias. Van a haber 3 camisetas de Into the People. Va a haber, está la que ya está, va a haber una diseñada por un artista y va a estar la que va a salir por el concurso que está haciendo. No olviden que si van a mandar su dibujo para el concurso, que lo envíen ya terminado, porque nosotros no vamos a saber si le falta el dibujo, lo vamos a ver exactamente como lo mandaron.
Yeah. Kal-El, I didn't mean like just drawings like that, but T-shirt designs. You guys can submit your T-shirt design to that email, and then we will be picking the finalists from there. Yes, 3 shirts and 3 hoodies. So you guys make sure that you're on the lookout for all of that stuff, because it will be coming soon, right? But first and foremost, y'all gotta head over there right now and go copy you a shirt or copy you a hoodie in white or black. And you know, we just wanted to make sure that we facilitated that for you guys right now. Moving forward, I want you guys to put your last kind of questions and comments in the chat. I'm going to go around the entire panel, and we're going to ask everybody for their final thoughts, and also about what they got coming up next. You know what I'm saying? Because we trying to shine a light on the Trinity south of the border because they've been putting in mad work. You know what I'm saying? Mad work. So first, I want to ask you, Lobo, right? What are your final thoughts on all of this stuff? And also, what do you have coming up that you want to promote for the people out there?
Sí, me puedes ayudar por ahí.
Sí, Lisa. Le queremos saber, vamos a hacer preguntas también del panel, pero a mí me gustaría saber cuáles son los planes que tienen y qué es lo que tienen planeado ustedes desde aquí.
Bueno, nosotros pues seguir apoyando, más que nada, o sea, seguir haciendo mucho ruido, porque de eso se trata, ¿no? Hacer mucho ruido, realizar imágenes si se puede, o sea, realizar videos también, porque pues no, te digo, a veces no tenemos las suficientes máquinas para hacer un video que quisiéramos hacerlo de gran calidad, pero sobre todo es seguir adelante, seguir haciendo los directos, platicar de los temas, traer las noticias, que es lo importante, abordarlo con la gente que no sabe en español, sobre todo porque hay muchas noticias que salen en inglés que no llegan al español y nosotros tenemos que tomar esa estafeta junto con Calavero de decir esto está pasando y por este rumbo es por el que vamos, ¿no? Eso es básicamente lo que estamos haciendo ahorita, ¿no? Y eso es lo que vamos a seguir haciendo hasta que realmente ya nos digan, ¿saben qué? Pues hasta ahí. Porque llegamos entre nosotros tres, Calavero, Sisi y yo, sobre todo Calavero, nos dijo, tenemos la política desde hace un par de semanas en que dijimos, si nos dicen que esto ya no va más, que no se logró o algo así, avisamos sin anestesia, sí, con dolor y todo, pero lo avisamos para no dar falsas esperanzas, ¿no? O sea, tenemos esa regla, ¿no? De decir la verdad, ¿no? Porque pues hemos tenido mucha gente que igual como nos pasa como le pasa a Calavero, ¿no? Que dicen que ya lo abandonemos, que no vamos a llegar a ningún lado, pero pues al menos nosotros estamos siendo honestos en lo que estamos haciendo y creo que ese es el rumbo que debemos de seguir hasta que realmente ya nos digan, ¿saben qué? Esto se ha terminado y punto, ¿no? Pero mientras haya una luz de esperanza, pues vamos a seguir informando, ¿no? Y ya de ahí pues veremos hacia dónde nos lleva el camino en ese punto.
First of all, we're going to keep up with the support and keep making noise, making images, videos, even if sometimes we don't have the machines. Keep going with the spaces and the directs, and the live streams to make sure to spread the news, because a lot of the time in Spanish we don't get the information. We don't the news, we don't get them in Spanish. They don't. Nobody's publishing them in Spanish, and we have taken into that to make sure that we inform the people. Also, we have the policy that until we are told to stop, and we will be here until we are told to stop. We have the policy between the three of us that if at some point we are told this is not happening, we're going to say it to the people without any anesthetic. We're just going to put it out, because we're not going to we're also not going to mislead people, and we're not going to start telling people just give up. We will tell things as they happened. We're not going to mislead. I think it's the right way. That as long as there is hope, we're going to keep fighting.
Yo, for sure. Shout out to you, Lobo. I already had great interactions with you before. But after this stream, you know, it's just my respect level is just shot up so much more, so much higher than it already was, bro. You've been absolutely dope, and I want to thank you for coming on the stream. Is there any streams or anything that you got coming up that you want to promote real quick?
¿Hay algún stream o algo que tú quieras promover rápido?
Probablemente hagamos algo esa fecha, ¿no, Calavero? Creo que tendremos algo.
Bueno, de hecho vamos a estar hablando de lo que viene. Martes vamos a hacer directo, producción.
Sí, claro.
Martes,
¿sabes qué es Space Directo?
Sí, martes, viernes y el día del evento. Vamos a hacer 3 directos hablando de esto, invitando a la gente a que participe el día 18 y pues ya vamos viendo cómo va reaccionando la gente, sobre todo porque, a ver, yo quiero terminar con algo importante. En español, por desgracia, es que nada de esto se publica, nada de esto. Nosotros no tenemos trades en español que nos digan, no tenemos un Hollywood Reporter, no tenemos un Variety, no tenemos... Entonces, incluso hasta los que difunden las noticias en español toman como referencia a esos trades como información única. Y nosotros aprendimos a que no tenemos que confiarnos completamente de estas revistas ni de estas publicaciones, y por eso es que estamos impulsando por nuestros propios medios a esta campaña por la misma situación, porque precisamente en inglés de por sí ya hay algunos trades que lo han visto mal, otros lo han visto muy bien, pero ninguna de esas noticias llega al español. Por ejemplo, no llegó la nota de Mark Hughes, donde estaba hablando de las posibilidades de que fuera animado, ni tampoco llegaron notas como de Fandom Wire o del propio Hollywood Reporter hablando de este tema, de que incluso lo ven al fandom que está organizando esta campaña como una parte importante que está haciendo una petición en general para continuar con todo esto. Entonces, es muy importante para nosotros continuar con este trabajo hasta donde sea posible, porque ya de por sí no hay suficiente información en español y menos bien traducida, porque también nos encontramos con eso, ¿no? De que hay mucha gente haciendo solamente memes, pero la información que pasan la mayoría de las veces es sesgada o manipulada. Entonces, por eso vamos a seguir con esto. Seguramente 3 directos, martes, viernes y el del día del evento vamos a estar en vivo transmitiendo lo que vaya transcurriendo en el transcurso del día.
Okay. We will do something on that date specifically, but we're also going to have on Tuesday a space. We're also going to have on Friday another live stream, and in the event we're also going to be here. We're going to try to invite as much as we can for the March the 18th. For the March 18th event. And the thing is, in Spanish, sadly, we don't have trades. We don't have Hollywood Reporter. We don't have Variety. And we have learned that we cannot trust the information. We have learned that we cannot trust the information. So what we are trying to push is we're trying to push the campaign on our own because we don't get to see we don't get to see the bad news, but also the good news, like what Mark Hughes was writing, or Fandom Wire, or the Hollywood Reporter, that they were talking about the possibilities of having it animated, the possibilities that even if it was hard, but it was still possible. We don't get to see any of that. And sometimes when we get, and we don't get to see that we are already being seen as making a petition to give continuity. Already as it is, besides that there is not much official information in Spanish that is well translated. What we get, what sometimes get to us is already in pieces or even manipulated. And so that is why we're going to be having the lives, the live streams, to be able to keep informing the people.
Hey, shouts out to El Calavero and everything that you've been doing. Yo, I've been seeing you putting in mad work with the spaces, and you just have you always seem to have like this very calming voice and presence for the people. And I can understand why people trust what you say, because you do put forth that truth, even when it is hard to hear, right? Like with that whole reboot situation. None of us wanted to have to say reboot, right? And we didn't want to have to accept it, but it was true. And in us accepting that the reboot was true, hashtag sell ZSJL to Netflix was born, because that was the next step. That was the next step after we acknowledged that they weren't going to actually do it. So shouts out to you, man, and everything that you've been doing over there, El Calavero. I got much respect for you. And, anytime that you need me for any kind of space or anything, just hit me up, and I will for sure make sure that that I can try to come through. Absolutely.
El Calavero, definitivamente, felicitaciones. Mucho del trabajo que ustedes hacen, no puedo entender por qué la gente te sigue y confía en lo que estás diciendo, porque tienes una manera de decirlo con bastante calma. Yo sé que nadie quería creer y nadie quería aceptar la palabra reboot, y nadie quería aceptarla. Y aún así, después de que tuvimos que aceptarla, nació el movimiento de vender el Snyderverse. Entonces, muchas felicidades, y definitivamente por seguir trabajando, y si necesitas algo, yo aquí voy a estar para darte apoyo.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely. You guys are super dope. I want to close out with you, CC, right? I almost forgot when Sil was sending his well wishes for you guys earlier. He did want me to highlight how awesome you are, CC. I almost forgot to tell you that. But you guys are amazing. Can I get your final thoughts? And just what do you have coming up, or are you guys just all doing it as one thing?
Well, for me, I personally do what they are doing. If we're going to have a space, I'm in it. If we're going to have a live, I'm in it. But in the personal, I keep fighting the good fight. Put in the reminder posts. Sometimes I'm not able to post, like create new posts, but I share and retweet everything that I see that you guys are posting. So that's, keep the good fight until we get to it. But on the day, I calculate that if I am going to need to schedule some of my work, I'm planning around 200 tweets.
Oh, hey, see, that's fire, yo. That's fire.
We'd love to hear it.
To keep up the good fight, because you see, what is really important is the start of the day. If we start with fire, then by noon we have already high numbers. And the thing is that they need to know that we're not just doing a couple of tweets and then it's dying down. That is why it is so important for everybody from all the factions, because right now there is this faction from everywhere, to remember why is it that we have a March the 18th, and on those the keywords, and go ahead and put the hashtag, because it is our anniversary. It should be a party. It should be the one day that we band together and we unite and say we did this, instead of still keep fighting on whether it is the right blue, or it is the right music, or if it is going to have the right size of boots. Yes, we did it.
All right, the right hairstyle, the right, is the wind blowing? Is the wind blowing correctly for the K? Like, just nonsense, right?
Exactly. That doesn't matter. We are celebrating what we did, and we should be proud of that. It should be the one thing in 20 years that we can say to kids, you know what? I was part of that. Learn something.
Exactly.
I did it.
I love your attitude, CC.
CC is activating me right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to hop on the timeline. You know what I'm saying?
It's activated.
Right?
All the time, babe.
Yeah.
All the time. Yeah. Did you want to go ahead and translate for the people that you were just saying, CC?
Sí. Como grupo, nosotros, al menos yo participo en lo que el grupo hace, que si estamos haciendo space, yo participo, si estamos haciendo live, yo me uno con ellos. En lo personal, porque muchas veces no me es posible hacer tweets nuevos, lo que hago es repostear todo lo que los demás postean, les doy un retweet o los comparto para apoyar, para que sigamos moviéndonos. El día del evento sí espero tener muchos tweets, ya sea preprogramados y encima de los que voy a estar haciendo durante el día. Pero es muy importante que si calculan que no se van a levantar temprano o lo que sea, que empecemos fuerte, porque esa es la base, el principio del día. Si llegamos a buenos números a mitad del día, o empezamos con buenos números, a la mitad del día ya no nos paran. Entonces es de seguir los números. Es un día de celebración, así que no debería importar a quién, en qué lado estás, en qué facción, si querías los storyboards, si no querías los storyboards, porque este es el aniversario de lo que ya hicimos, de por lo que peleamos todos juntos. Entonces no debería estar importando de qué color era la camisa, de qué color fueron las botas, qué tipo de música iba. No debería importar nada de eso, porque aquí es cuando le estamos diciendo a todos, esto es lo que nosotros hicimos, nosotros fuimos parte de eso. Y eso es lo que en un mundo ideal deberíamos estar viendo en cada aniversario de ahora en adelante. Si Star Wars tiene un May the 4th be with you, y no hay nada hecho el 4 de mayo, ¿por qué nosotros no podemos tener un marzo 18 donde estamos marcando el final, la primera parte de una guerra, y ahorita vamos en la segunda parte? Pero ¿cómo es que nosotros no nos podemos juntar a celebrar ese día? The last thing that I said was that if Star Wars can celebrate May the 4th be with you, when they did nothing on that day, how come we are not able to celebrate and really put all the flares and all the fireworks on March the 18th, when we already fought the first part of this war and we're only fighting the second part? How come we are not able to do it?
The Justice League Day.
Exactly.
The Justice League
That
Day.
is Justice League Day. That should be the one day where the entire world is a Justice League.
A new hashtag.
Exactly.
A new hashtag has born. Justice League Day.
Right, Justice League Day. Wait, hold on. I saw a question in here. FALT says, Sky, does the shirt ship after the event? Man, I want to wear it for 318. Yes, the shirts actually ship out as is customary with Ink to the People for a campaign like this, because it's only going to run for 30 days, which was from March 1st to March 30th. So they will ship out after the campaign is complete. We are already past the point where we are guaranteed to ship, because you do have to sell a certain amount of shirts to be able to guarantee shipment for all of them, and that has already happened. Just so you guys know, we are trying to reach about $1,000. We're at a little over $100 right now. After you factor in the production costs for these shirts, but yeah, we're just gonna keep that thing rolling, and there will be more shirts. But these batches will be mailing out after the campaign is complete. I believe mine says that it would be arriving around April 17th, I believe. So
that's what I've got for mine as well.
Absolutely.
Delivery date, April 17th. Yeah.
Yes. So they will be shipping out after the campaign is complete on Ink to the People, but be on the lookout, because there will be more shirts and hoodie designs dropping later. Yo, shouts out to you, CC. You're super dope. Got great energy. I love being able to talk with you. And just hearing your passion, it really charges me up. Because it makes me on my toes, and I'm literally sitting here getting activated. Like, I'm like, yo, I want to watch the Snyder Cut like right now, right? And you're absolutely right. There should be a time where everybody should be able to come together, right? But I just feel that it is incumbent upon us to just act as if, hey, we just gonna do it, and whoever hops on, right? I feel great about our chances as they are right now. So, with that being said, we're gonna keep this thing rolling. And shouts out to all three of you guys. It's always been dope getting to interact with you guys, and I want to thank all three of you for coming on this panel today. Sammy and Leon, we just talked last night, but I wanted to give you guys the platform to kind of speak to the other Trinity. And what are your guys' final thoughts on this stream? Sammy, you can go first.
Okay, awesome. Thanks, guys. Well, thanks so much for joining us here. Lobo, CCL, Calavero, it's been incredible to have you guys on the stream. All of the work that you guys put in is just absolutely incredible. And Cece, you're an absolute warrior queen. 100%. Love to see it. Basically, we're just going to keep moving forward. We have our training date, March 18th coming up. All of the time we get people trying to remove hype from the community, from the movement, by saying, Netflix aren't interested, blah, 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 blah. Well, Netflix and Zack Snyder can speak for themselves. And until they say that they're not interested, we'll keep going, because we 100% believe this is happening. It's going to happen. It is in our future. We just need to keep fighting for that. And you guys are doing an incredible job. So thank you.
Strawberry, thank you.
Absolutely. And I concur with everything that Sky, Sammy, that you guys have been saying about the Trinity, the international, as it were. It makes me have to know that I mean,
you're kind of breaking up, Leon.
Yeah, you're breaking up. I can barely hear you.
Give me a second. Let me see if I can.
I got you. Yeah. Yo.
It's C-3PO.
Oh wait. Yo, right? Yo, we got Sin Havoc saying great global stream. Everyone thanks. Yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to highlight, right? Because Zack Snyder, his fan base, it reaches far and wide, Joe. It's not just like one kind of demographic. It's people literally all around the world, yo. And so I think it's important for us to kind of keep that in mind because some of the things that you guys were bringing up, I mean, I wasn't even realizing, right? Like how you guys might not have any trades in Mexico and like a lot of the information that goes down there, you guys can't even kind of trust it, right? I mean, we can't really trust a lot of the stuff that we get either, but I can absolutely see how, you know, there could be like a serious like lack of trust in information because there aren't any real major trades down there covering this stuff, I'm assuming. So just hearing about that, it only makes me respect what you guys do even more because you're kind of on that front line getting that information out to the people, and that is absolutely important, and salute to you guys for doing that.
Yeah, I actually was. Can you guys hear me better now?
Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, I was gonna actually touch on that. But thank you for throwing the alley-oop there. That our messaging has translated, you know, metaphorically and literally across borders, right? Across international lines, across to everyone's minds, hearts, and your passion. And like that makes me happy, and that makes me feel energized to continue, you know. And it gives us greater purpose because, you know, like Sky just reiterated, what CC was saying, that, you know, a lot of people aren't getting the correct information and they don't have access to this stuff. So what Sil Abdul, Mikey Sutton, the Cool Table, what our platforms have done have been to give you guys, you know, the correct messaging, the information, and it gives you guys hope to galvanize, put the battery in your back to continue on and to fight with us. So I love this. It gives me a whole new purpose on top of, you know, sell Snyderverse to Netflix. Now it's we have a duty to our international fans and international people who are our extended family, as it were. We have a duty to them to make sure that we accomplish what we're doing and to make sure that our messaging is constantly effective. The most important thing for me has been that our messaging is effective. And I thank you all for touching on that as well, CC, when you were saying basically to separate ourselves from toxicity and ineffectiveness and to continue to charge forward towards positive messaging and effective messaging, you know? So I thank you guys.
Thank you.
For sure.
Okay, I have not realized, Sil nos estaba diciendo que él no sabía que mucha información no nos llega a nosotros, que no tenemos el mismo tipo de trades que hay en otros idiomas, que nosotros no tenemos ese tipo de información y que ellos mismos a veces no pueden creer la información que está saliendo. Nosotros vamos a tener incluso menos de información y que nosotros estamos siendo entonces la primera línea de defensa con respecto a la información que está saliendo a la gente, porque no hay nada de información. También, y eso también nos estaba diciendo Leon, que no solo nos está también dando un nuevo propósito, porque entonces ya no estamos solo peleando, sino que también estamos informando, porque esto está pasando no solo no es solo un fenómeno global a este punto, sino que ya está pasando idiomas, está pasando fronteras, está pasando muchas líneas que en otro tiempo no habría pasado. Entonces ya es un deber el que tenemos de terminar lo que empezamos, de lograr lo que empezamos y también de mantenernos constantes, informando y comunicándonos de una eficiente eficiente para que todo el mundo pueda saber lo que estamos haciendo y pueda unirse.
That's right.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Look, I want to thank this whole panel, yo, Sammy, Leon, Lobo, CC, El Calavero. This was wonderful, yo. The streets needed this. You know what I'm saying? They said Sky working overtime. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, there is night shift tonight with Skywalker and Mikey Sutton. I'll try to bug Mikey and see if we can talk about some hashtag sales VSJL to Netflix.
Malefic,
Yes.
Malefic Smiles, Malefic
Right.
Smiles tonight.
Right.
Will be Malefic Smiles.
Yeah. Hey, maybe. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. But no, look, I want to look honestly, yo. Much love to all you guys. Yes, and catch me back here on night shift in about 4 hours. It's like 9 p.m. Pacific. But yo, this was a fantastic stream. Went even better than I knew that it was. Right. Shouts out to all you guys. All y'all are legends, yo. And we'll be working together more, doing more spaces and streams, I'm sure. Because every time that we link up, it's been super dope. So I want to say much love to all you guys, yo. We about to get on out of here. We'll
Thank you
catch
so
y'all
much
next
for doing
time.
this.
Just remember.
Absolutely.
Just remember that the Knights group in Facebook has people in Latin America from Canada to Argentina. And we are a lot of people in Latin America that we are listened this news through the Knights group. In Argentina, in Peru, in Chile, in Paraguay, Mexico, Guatemala, El Salvador. All of these people are listen to the news that we trying to give them in the best vision, in the best conditions that we have. And this stream is to us an opportunity to open the door between the English and the Spanish fandom and show to all of them that we are together in this fight. And
Absolutely.
we are
El
together.
Calavero. If you guys can, go ahead and drop a link in the chat, yo. Before we get on out of here, drop that link, and then I'll highlight it real quick, and then everybody can try to go over there and link up with the Knights. You know what I'm saying? We'll see if we can get y'all some more members.
Yeah.
All right, because no, like we are all together, yo. This is a worldwide thing. You know, hashtag sales VSJL to Netflix is like an evolution of the Zack Snyder fandom. And, you know, we just gonna keep pushing that line, yo. We trying to get this cut out, these other movies and finish Zack's stories. And then we're also gonna do that while we're being passionate and positive too. So shouts out to all you guys, yo. Absolutely.
In fact, we go for the Brazilian fandom. Something asking in the chat, so we searching who can be connected with the Brazilian.
Who can talk Portuguese and Spanish.
Yeah, Creo que tengo por ahí alguien. Creo que tengo por ahí alguien que nos puede ayudar. No sé si esté todavía activo y fue parte del movimiento en algún punto, pero vamos a ver. We go for the Brazilian fandom.
Huge fandom.
Huge
He's a
fandom.
huge
Yeah.
fan.
Yeah. It's time for it.
Absolutely. Yo, you guys are super dope, man. And we'll try to facilitate that because I did see that earlier. It was some people saying, why don't we link up with the Brazil fan base? Because Zack Snyder does have a huge fan base over there. But we got to find somebody that speaks Portuguese and Spanish. You know what I'm saying? So, we'll actually get on that pretty soon.
Yeah.
But look, you guys have been super dope though. We about to get on up out of here. We're gonna catch y'all next time. All right.
Good night,
Peace.
everyone.
Hasta la próxima. Bye.